step into our teaching and learning spaces, you'll be gaining the skills to become a leader in your own educational environment. At ACU, our primary education degrees are innovative, inquiry-based and future-focused.
Our primary education courses give you the tools to be the teacher that students remember. Studying primary education at ACU is your opportunity to be rewarded with a creative and challenging career, inspiring young children and future generations. So, why study primary education with us? Because at ACU we do things differently. We believe that teacher education is not just about developing excellent professional knowledge and skills, but also about developing the whole person. Our mission and identity, along with our core curriculum experiences, are central to our programs. Our education programs are designed to help you become not only an excellent teacher, but a confident, engaged global citizen who acts with impact and with empathy. What this means is educating teachers is what we do best. We have a long history of offering innovative and evidence-based teacher education, and we have the results to prove it. We're one of the top 60 universities in the world for education and 4th in Australia. Not to mention, we're also in the top 2% of universities worldwide. Our teaching staff are experts in their field. Many are also world-class researchers. So you'll benefit from the latest ideas and thinking in primary education. Many have been educational leaders with years of classroom experience and expertise to share. They'll be on hand to guide and support you every step of the way to help you reach your goals. Once you complete the course, you'll be eligible for registration as a teacher in government, independent, Catholic and other faith-based schools. After you finish your degree, you'll have many career options open to you, and our graduates have gone on to become not only primary school teachers, but policy developers, special needs educators, principals, researchers, and more. Just know that no matter which path you're thinking about pursuing, ACU graduates are in demand. We're first in Australia for graduate employment, and 96% of our undergraduate teaching and education students are employed within 4 months of graduating.
The primary education courses we offer nationally include the Bachelor of Education Early Childhood and Primary, Bachelor of Education Primary, our new Bachelor of Education Primary and Special Education, and Bachelor of Education Primary and Secondary. And finally, our Master of Teaching Primary. If you opt for the Bachelor of Education Primary, you'll be able to teach from kindergarten or prep to year 6. Your subject areas will include literacy, mathematics, health and physical education, Indigenous education, arts and science and technologies. You can also take religious education if you'd like to become qualified in this area. The Bachelor of Education Early Childhood and Primary is a similar 4-year course, but it will qualify you to work with children from birth to year 6. If it's special education you're interested in and nurturing the development of young people with a disability or learning and behavioural issues, then our Bachelor of Education Primary and Special Education is for you. Another alternative is the Bachelor of Education Primary and Secondary. It's one of our newest additions and the best pick if you're looking for flexibility and different career options. With this course, you'll be qualified to teach from the early years all the way up to year 12. You'll develop knowledge and skills in the primary curriculum as well as one specialist secondary teaching area. Depending on which campus you attend, these areas can include business studies, drama, economics, English, history, mathematics, music, study of religions, technology, or visual arts. Or if you choose to do the Master of Teaching Primary, you'll be able to teach from prep or kindergarten to year 6. You can also pair this with a graduate certificate in religious education to be eligible to teach religious education in Catholic primary schools. If you're of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander descent, you may be eligible for the Bachelor of Education Primary Away from Base program, which is offered at our Strathfield campus. Studying is via online learning combined with intensive residential blocks twice a semester. You'll be supported throughout your course by our course coordinator and staff from our Indigenous Higher Education unit. You can find more information about this option on our website. If you're still not sure which course is for you, don't worry. All our Bachelor of Education programs are flexible. Most units in first year are shared across all of our teaching courses. So if you change your mind, you can easily choose a different path if you discover your teaching passion lays elsewhere. Just a note that all of our initial teacher education programs require you to meet both academic and non-academic requirements to gain entry. Non-academic requirements are met by completing a statement about your motivation and suitability to teach and your personal qualities. This statement is submitted as part of the application process through the relevant tertiary admission centre in your state. Gaining hands-on experience in the classroom is at the heart of our pre-service teacher education courses. Embedded professional experience is not only a course requirement, but often our students tell us that it's the best part of their degree. You'll be undertaking an educational experience in every year of your studies, culminating in an extended placement in a school in your fourth year. This final placement often serves as a job interview, with many of our students staying on to work at the school after graduation. If you choose the Bachelor of Education Primary, you'll be required to complete 80 days of professional experience. If languages is your subject specialisation, you'll then undertake an additional 10 days. Whereas if you opt for the Bachelor of Education Early Childhood and Primary, you'll be required to complete 100 days of professional experience. For the Bachelor of Education Primary and Secondary, you're required to complete 80 days of professional experience. Now, if you're considering the Bachelor of Education Primary and Special Education, you're required to complete 110 days of professional experience with a minimum of 30 days dedicated to a special education setting. And finally, if you're looking to do the Master of Teaching Primary, you'll be required to complete 60 days of professional experience. No matter which degree you're studying, these placements always prove to be incredibly valuable for our students. Not only will you get to experience diverse classrooms for yourself, but the insight you'll gain from your placements will help you decide on your future career path. We have a range of overseas opportunities you can take advantage of in the future. Our staff have connections worldwide, and our partner institutions provide countless opportunities to study overseas as part of your degree. If you're after an immersive short-term experience, we run education tours in countries like Vanuatu, Solomon Islands, Kiribati, Nepal, and South Africa. These programs are all unique opportunities to immerse yourself in a new culture as you work side by side with local teachers and students. Most of these experiences have funding support to help you gain these global experiences. Alternatively, you can head to our Rome campus in Italy, which is located in the heart of all the action. You'll have the opportunity to gain credit towards your degree by completing a core curriculum unit while exploring the city and meeting ACU students from all over Australia. There are so many advantages to studying overseas. You'll be gaining valuable experience that may count towards your required credits for your degree. You'll be enriched with a new global perspective, and you'll be exposed to so many new approaches to teaching and education. And remember, we offer plenty of scholarships to help you along the way. If you're concerned that you won't meet the entry requirements for your preferred course, we have a range of pathway options to support you. This is because we want to ensure that excellent students who are passionate about teaching are supported to be successful. Pathway programs will help you to meet the entry requirements. Let me run you through the pathway programs for our primary education courses. So, you can study the Bachelor of Educational Studies, Diploma in Educational Studies Tertiary Preparation to gain entry to our Bachelor of Education Primary, Bachelor of Education Primary and Special Education, or Bachelor of Education Early Childhood and Primary. Or you can study the Bachelor of Educational Studies, Diploma in Educational Studies Tertiary Preparation, Bachelor of Arts or Diploma in Liberal Arts to gain entry to our Bachelor of Education Primary and Secondary. Alternatively, we also offer a range of entry programs. These are a way of boosting your chance of success with your first application and are often based on your personal background, such as if you went to a school in a regional area, experienced financial hardship, or identify as Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander. You can head to our website for more information about these programs. As a university, we've grown rapidly over the past few years, but our classes are the perfect size. You won't get lost in the crowd. Your lecturers will know your name. They're here to support and mentor you, and you'll make great friends and develop strong networks. If you're a full-time student, typically you'll be studying 3 to 4 days a week. Remember, as a student dedicating 40 hours each week to study, this is your full-time job. If you're a part-time student, it will be more like 2 to 3 days each week. The number of days you'll spend on campus each week will depend on how your units are timetabled. As a full-time student, you might be able to fit it all into 3 days, or you might have classes across more days. But we know timetables are important to you, which is why ACU has just introduced a new timetabling system to help you secure the classes that suit you best. Now, here's what your studies will look like. You'll attend lectures with a larger group of students. How many depends on which campus you go to. Your tutorials, however, will always be smaller groups with less than 30 students in each class. We do this so that you can participate more easily in discussions and hands-on activities and get the support you need. Now, let's talk about the assessments. Each unit of study has usually got 3 assessments in each semester. If the unit has a final exam, it is counted as part of those 3 assessments. Depending on the unit, your assessment could be an exam, a quiz, a written assignment like essays or reports, a reflection or group project, including oral presentations. Just know that your lecturers and tutors are there to help you, and they'll take you through the details of each assessment in class. If later on you want to further your career, change jobs or upskill, you can choose to study a graduate certificate or Master of Education, graduate certificate or Master of Educational Leadership, graduate certificate or Master of Religious Education, Master of Philosophy or Doctor of Philosophy PhD. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget, you can always find more information online at our events, in our course guides, or by contacting Ask ACU. Good luck with your journey to university. We hope to welcome you to ACU soon.